first and goal from the 8.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
The Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on first and goal. Got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Has to get there to move the sticks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
To the ground, he's got it again. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. He's got his man. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. And it's caught inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An 84-yard drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Arizona State.
Backed up now, here's second and long. He might want another play. Throws to the back. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he makes the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And how about the wheels? Makes the big play. And listen, Palmer, when you mess up early in the game, you put the ball on the turf, you want to make it up, that's a great way to do it right there.
Yeah, he's been playing motivated, and this coaching staff, they haven't quit on him. They've kept him a big part of the game plan. He's paying off that confidence.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
TCU 16.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Roach. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Maddox. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to run for it. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting us...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Finds his big tight end. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe we're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And the Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Under fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. The tag. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
That makes the score Arizona State 28, TCU 24.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
And the Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. quarterback, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Lost to fire on second down. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
First and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Complete in the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
from the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Pushes ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Find some fresh air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
its offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The sure hands, it's Maddox. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Moves around to clear up the vision. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. They want to throw it. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Crosses midfield. The 30. At the 20. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
This game is absolutely crazy. We're here in the 4th quarter. The defense just gave up the lead. All of a sudden, they get the block on an extra point. Scoop score convoy Johnny on the spot. And just like that, they retake the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. This place is alive, and they'd love to force this offense into another mistake. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Roach. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's 20, he's got space. They finally Turning in a big play after the catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. Touchdown, TCU! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Here comes the two-point try. He's got the tight end. Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth.
42, Arizona State, 37.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They'll run it from the gun. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Now, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Line gets set, first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
TCU.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's looking to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on fourth down here late in the fourth. Here comes the heat. Makes a grab past the marker. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
At the 30. And first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some